Welcome back to another video, everybody. Today's video is a standard deck profile with Bakugo 4, our Resident Evil murder death kill boy. With Attack on Titan coming out, he did gain some really good options off of the air symbol. Off of death too, he still gets like risky maneuver and everything, but this is basically a strictly we're just running the good ones off of air. I would probably add in risky maneuvers, but again, it's kind of hard to get right now, so we're going to stick with this. So let's go ahead and sort by difficulty. Boom, and we're good. So let's start with Bakugo. He's 630. He's from Jetburn. Everyone knows what he does. He discards a card from your hand, and if you try to DR his attacks, which actually is kind of a really good move right now with all of the DR in Attack on Titan, he just gets damage. Someone Reiners you, you get +2 damage or a damage. So you don't get, it still is going to hit for something. So let's go ahead and get into the attacks. We got 4 stun grenade. 4 stun grenade. We're going to get more cards since we don't draw cards on our character. We're going to be able to sculpt some more cards into our hand. And since we're clearing cards, we're going to get 1 billion to our stun rating. Irate Scowl, we're going to it's a decent bridge attack. Like, we get to get extra speed and damage if a card is cleared, because we get -1 damage, but we really give it +2. And then if we are able to get our opponent's hand down to 2 or less, we get to draw a card, which actually gives us some really good turn longevity, so we can just play more attacks, or if we're just trying to soften them up for the next turn, it gives us some defense. And the whole reason the deck actually works is 4 copies of Rabble Rousing. It makes sure that our response goes off right at the start of the attack. After we play it, it gets -1 damage. We respond with Bakugo, give it +3, which is really +2. And also, after we clear it, we get to burn our rival, so it gives us a little more of a clock in a way. We can't put them below 1, but we can still put some pressure on our rival. Normally, if you draw this as Bakugo going into a turn, and if you draw it in multiples, you are probably killing them this turn. We got a throw in here, everyone. So we got 3 copies of Biting Dragon Grab from Girl Power. It's a 3 mid 5 in Bakugo. After a Rabble Rousing, it's a 3 mid 6. So -1 +3, 3 mid 7. So, it's a throw, so it's always going to deal damage. It gives us momentum for our explosive rebukes and for other abilities, like powerful, and then deadlock powerful. So we're going to get to that next. So, and powerful here. So explosive rebuke is really his creme de la creme card. I would probably not play. This is my buddy's list, but I would probably play 3 copies of this and 3 Lunatieras, just because Lunatieras is like freaking crazy in this character. So we're able to clear a card pool from a Fury attack. Our rival discards a card, and then we can flip a Foundation to get +1 to all its keyword rating. So powerful 3, stun 2. If we're able to add other, like on the death symbol, we can add extra instances of stun with Frightening Calm, so we can get that. I don't think there's any way to add EX on any of his symbols, unless you're playing that promo, the one that you give it powerful EX. I forget what the card's called. And then couple copies of Lunatieras. It's again -1 difficulty for each card that's left our card pool this turn. We play Explosive Rebuke. We got Bakugo's Face. That's -2. We also play Get In, Get Out. We play Battlefield Aid. So we're able to clear more cards out of our card pool. So we're able to make this like on a 2, on a 3, and it's really not like on a 9. It's really on a 6 because it's going to be -3 difficulty. We do need some board control if we need it. We got it. Seizing the Advantage card's still good. Form, next tech gets 2 speed, which is nice because we don't put speed on our character in the early turns. Also, after we play an attack, we get to flip. We get to target flip something, which is always good. There's a lot of problem foundations for Bakugo, like just attack deletion, damage resets because they're not considered a penalty. So you want damage resets. Even ways like draw extra cards. This actually can just, win you a game because, yeah, you seized the advantage. Zero diffs. We got 4 basic training, 4 reluctant role model because we can just, it says flip, give our attack 2 damage or -1 to an rival's attack. We got 4 copies of Life of Danger because we do play 4 2 checks in the deck, so we really just want to check a 3, commit this. We got 2 copies of Irritated, gives us some much needed speed, and then it basically gives us +2/+2 for commit. We got 3 copies of Fearsome Transformations. We flip, draw a card. If we don't have any momentum, we discard a card, which we're probably going to have momentum because usually our rival is usually going to tank 1 attack. Got some acrobatic style. After our rival foundation is committed due to your effect, we ready this foundation. We do have a fair amount of stun. We have stun here and stun here. So if we're able to, I don't think we can add, he doesn't have any other way to add stun. So yeah, that's basically it. So this card could probably be anything else. I may have to bring that up to him. Like, I would rather play another copy of this and another copy of that. Maybe it's for low blocks, but then I just play more Shameless Haggler. But anywho, we got 4 copies of Mother's Embrace. This card has seen a lot of play lately. Mikasa, Levi decks. Any way to clear cards with the new air cards from Attack on Titan, this card's going in now. It's an instant 4x. It flips after you clear a card from the card pool. You ready it. It's Tenacious. This is one of the staples out of Girl Power that really is shown up in a lot of lists. I've been building personally in a lot of my lists, and a lot of my locals lists. Is Curious About Quirks. Flip after your rival plays an ability on a character, you draw a card. Who doesn't use their character? It's the best flip draw 1 defensively ever. And like, if someone's trying to flip it using a character ability, you could flip this first because you can interrupt their ability. 3 copies of Shameless Haggler. Flip, discard card, draw card, cycled, gain 2. Some much needed health gain in a 30 health character actually makes them go a lot longer. Also, if your rival wants to draw the card gain 2 to give you 2 cards and 4 health, I mean, that's on them, man. Like, I don't know. I don't think anyone ever does that because it just means you're probably going to get punished for it. 4 copies of Latent Skill. Flip 2, draw 2, discard 2, draw 2. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. I don't know if, like, there isn't a lot of cancels being played for this, but that you can just, like, blatantly walk. Like, you can walk into some things, like League of Villains. No one plays Taiyaki Fanatic anymore, but Masho's Concealment's out there, so you have to be careful with this card and with Masho's Concealment's out there. 1 copy of Get In, Get Out. It's unique. It can't be flipped by rival effect. Sacrifice if you have 1 attack in your card pool, clear it. So really, with Bakugo, you have this out. You play an attack. You play the next attack, you clear the one with the other, you clear with Bakugo, and then you use this to clear the other one, and you start at, like +0 progressive. So this does it, it's just a form, so it's on form speed, and Attack on Titan does have a lot of form do this stuff, which is kind of nice, because it's really hard to interact with that. So I don't know if that was like a thing from design saying, hey, we don't have a lot of form abilities. It's kind of weird because back in the day they wanted, like before MHA, they wanted to get rid of form abilities because they thought they were too difficult. And now we have a lot of form abilities because technically it's really one of the easiest abilities to play in the game. 2 copies of Battlefield Aid out of the Challenger deck. I didn't know this card existed until I bought my Challenger deck. I forgot. I thought there was only like 2 or 3 cards in the Challenger deck, but there's ends up being like 10 or 15. It's crazy. It's a 3 diff, 5 check, flip. After your attack is completely blocked, clear it from your card pool. So it kind of makes you Bakugo 1 on your face. You just get to flip this, clear it, and keep going, which is awesome. Gives you a nice low block too. Out of the sideboard, we got some Genes provoking stubbornness in case we wanted to get more damage, so we can just play this, clear it, get damage, and then it ramps up our Luna Tiara's number. Sins of the Past is going to be one of the top cards in the format with Risky Maneuver and or a combined firepower in the format. So we just play this and remove it. We just remove cards from our opponent's discard pile. Plus, it's a sacrifice, spend 1, draw 2 if we need it. Another copy of Seizing the Advantage. Always nice to have some more board control. Airy Smiles. Very good block trick on defense. So if we win game 1, we put this in game 2 over Seizing the Advantage because it allows us to say, whoa, dude, slow down a bit. Luna Ring. This card, I think if we play this card, we need to have Grenadier Bracers to make it worth it. I've seen some Reiner lists playing this because we destroy a crap ton of foundations. And gives us some asset hate, so it's also why it's in the board. It gives us some asset hate. Another copy of Luna Tiaras, if we really need to go zoom, we can probably take out an Explosive Rebuke for this. So let's go ahead and check out the block zones as we see it. 60 cards flat. We are running a little high on the low blocks. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. All right, everybody. So that's the Bakugo 4 list for the AOT format. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything that you would add to the deck. And until the next one, take care.